Now, to
Yes.
marry the slut because the slut is taking care of what you want. Um, Let me tell you something about marrying the slut.
Uh-oh.
That never tends to work out. It doesn't really because it's something called the 80-20 rule. That 80% of what your partner does and the 20% that's missing out. What you want is the 80%.
Right.
If you go out and you fall for the 20% because that's the 20% that's missing out of your relationship, and then all of these qualities that you look for the woman that you marry is not being with the one that fulfills your sexual activities, now it's a problem. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Ken Jones. We are back with another episode with the show with no name. I have my two bros with me, Sly, Free Game Basden, and then my other co-host, my other brother, Ocean Wave God. I forgot what was your AKA.
Yeah, wave. Well, I'm growing my hair out.
Anyways,
Hey.
Springs is back in the show, ladies and gentlemen, and I have another special guest with me. This is my heart, my love, my pride and joy right here. I want y'all to meet Sidley Estelle Jones. Hey, baby. So this is my first one. What you doing, baby? Are you trying to dance for the show or something?
She did. She like it. She like, oh yeah, I got something to say. She like, I got something to say.
You're trying to say.
Yeah, she want to say something. So everybody, I want y'all to say hey.
Hey. Renina Milk, she see your baby, man.
So she just with us for a little bit. She just like to get her shine on and stuff. Be part of the conversation. And you never know. She may take this over one day. You never know. But first thing first, how's everybody, man? How's everybody mental health and stuff? Sly, how you doing? Springs, what's going on?
I'm pretty cool, man. It's been pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Springs?
Oh yeah, I'm lit. That power now did me justice. Yeah, I was dead to the world. Like, I don't know how long. I just know what woke me up was.
Yeah, I thought you was
doing something. I was doing.
Yeah, thought you were dead for real. Man, let's talk about sports real quick. Let's talk about sports a little bit. Anybody been watching the playoffs?
Man, I haven't been watching any of that. For me, sports, man, this is my sports, man. I've just been studying, man.
Yeah. Springs, you ain't been watching it?
I have, but I ain't been too crazy about it. Nobody really spectacular.
Well, who y'all rooting for the NBA playoffs? Who y'all rooting for?
Well, you already know my answer.
Brooklyn?
Yeah. I mean, I love Atlanta, bro. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But Atlanta and Brooklyn, like, I'm a Kyrie fan, so either or, man, if they win the championship, I'm happy.
Nigga, you are Kyrie.
I wish I had handles like him, bro. I had handles like him, bro. Oh my god.
Man, how y'all feel about Kyrie getting charged $50,000 fine for cussing the folks back out in Boston? Yeah.
Man, well, you know me. I rock with Kyrie, so I rock with him because of the stuff that he do, bro. He don't care about the money. He don't care about getting in trouble. So I'm happy he did that. Because at the end of the day, he's still human. Like, people think as athletes we just supposed to play or jump or run or whatever. And you say like, nah, you can't do that.
Right.
Luckily nothing bad happened outside of his pockets, losing a couple thousand.
Exactly. I mean, I think I mean, I think it's kind of uncalled for. I mean, I get it because you're an NBA professional player, and you like top tier professional. Like you should know how to handle yourself better than the average person that's in the crowd. But I think those type of fines, it should be way more strict to the people that's in the crowd, because people in the crowd think they paid this amount of money. They think they can just say these things and harass these players some type of way, and it's really not even. If you get what I'm saying, it's not really even advantage to make it fair on both ends, because these people can say these all kind of stuff, the N word, B word, you know what, and the players, they're there to play, and they are there to bring on the show, not just for themselves but for the fans as well. But you got these people just stay disrespecting these players, and I'm like, if they doing that, I'm gonna flip them off and say all kind of stuff back at them too. What's fair is fair.
I feel that they be drunk, man.
Well, I mean, same thing goes for them as well, for the fans as well too. Like, if you're gonna be paying all this money, these people ain't broke. Let's just say that it ain't like these people broke. These people pay all this amount of money, and we got these professional people as well in the crowd. And you telling me once they get that, they can act some type of way because they pay for their ticket? Hell no. The same thing applies to them, or probably even more.
Like, I agree with what y'all saying. The only thing is just that the difference between the fans and the athlete, or the basketball player, or any player for that matter, any sport on professional level, is they're not paying for a policy.
Right.
As a player, you're bought with one. And that's a small line, but that's what it kind of comes. It comes down to that real thin line. Like, you're actually getting paid by the fans to be there. Even the ones who don't like you, even the hecklers, they still paying for a ticket to see you play. You get a portion of that. The difference is the fans are not buying the ticket and the policy altogether.
Yeah.
You are being bought with the tickets and the policy that comes with it when you write your name. Now, what I don't like about the NBA, they try to drive it down the road when it comes to somebody as prominent as, Kyrie Irving or LeBron James or KD. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be because it be other players be doing it, but you don't hear it. Cause why? They ain't moving like that. They ain't making no buckets like that. They ain't getting no court time like that. But
right.
They do that with only certain players who everyone has held up to this high regard. And the players know that. That's the thing. Like, it ain't like they don't know that they're being held up to a high regard. They are. You got all the sports analyst pages. Boy, ain't to get to that part. But it's just that, like you said, Twin, like you said, Ken, you are held to a higher standard than the fans, because the fans are not coming to play. The fans are not getting bought. You are. Right. So even if they heckling you, say, don't worry about that. Think about that 30 million G's that's about to go in your pocket when you leave Game 6 and you go into the crib. They might be laughing at you, but you're going to be laughing to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, and who gonna touch you? Who gonna run up on you? Nobody.
You don't care about that, man. As long as he didn't go beat nobody up, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Just talking stuff. See, the difference is I talk stuff, I get a little angry, talk a little stuff, and then the game, I just ball so hard, and every time I ball, I just go look at you.
That's why I just go look at you. And somebody, I'll be like, I'll be like.
Anyway, let me go ahead and let's start with this other topic that I want to talk about now. I think I just got this information. Shit. Damn. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
So, has anybody heard about this guy called Nature Boy?
Nature Boy.
Yes, Nature Boy.
He have animals.
Huh?
He have all like the animals.
No. So this guy named Nature Boy, aka Elogio Bishop, was arrested for alleged crimes he committed as the leader of Carbon Nation. It's a sexual cult that requires members to relinquish their assets and attachments. Bishop allegedly separates the couples who join the cult so that he can have his way with the women. Since 2016, Carbon Nation has lived in different countries throughout Central America for several years until they recently moved into a house in Decatur, Georgia.
I was just over there.
Oh, Lord.
Who are we? Carbonation! What is carbonation?
The Christ conscious.
Who are you?
Angels of the Most High, divine angels of light.
Who am I?
The Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy.
They call him God, literally.
God is a very loving being. He's very caring. He's very,
Why you keep being ungrateful?
It's because you trigger me.
I don't give a fuck. Why you keep fucking being ungrateful every fucking day?
Here's what's mind blowing to me when I hear something like this. It's two things that remind me of. This is like white folk shit, to be honest with you. Because when you think about this type of cult, what does it remind you of? That dude from Waco, Texas. Y'all remember that dude that had his cult?
And when he had all them kill themselves?
Yeah.
When they committed like mass.
But what happened was it was like a big old police raid in Waco, Texas, and it was like it was going on for days. People throwing tear gas and all kind of stuff. I need to find out what's the name of that dude. But yeah, that type of cult stuff, it's white folk stuff. But this video that I just watched, this is a brother. This is all black people. And it's going down into Decatur, Georgia.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you never thought that, some type of cult like that going down. And then we got these brothers here that looking up to this guy like a god.
Right.
And they bring their wives and their women just so he can have his way with him, just so they can get to a higher power, higher being or whatever.
But them boys dumb, bro. Something wrong with them boys. If you really believe that's crazy. Good. Not to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead. The panel is open, my friend. Yeah,
but like it takes me back to the Mormons.
Yeah.
So probably like 3-4 years ago, these Mormon women came to my me and my wife's house.
Oh Lord.
It was like 3 or 4 of them. And they started trying to get us to join. So, I already told them I wasn't with that, but I just said, I just really wanted to ask questions just to see, like, just see what they believe in and all that good stuff.
Yeah, see what it's like.
Yeah. So basically, they were sent to Louisiana from different places to live in these apartments. They pay for everything, but the thing is, you can't have a phone. Your parents can't call you. Your boyfriend can't have a boyfriend. None of that. All they can do is get up every day and knock on doors and get people to, come to become Mormons.
Yeah.
But just the kicker though. So I asked him, man, so who's this prophet dude? Like, and he's still alive. I was like, what, nigga?
What? Like, why would have got back?
How long have the Mormons been, Mormons? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Running me here, so that don't make no sense. So how is he the prophet when it's been, this long? They were like, well, they I don't know, it's different prophets, right?
Yeah.
So the main prophet, I said, so where the main prophet live? Do he have security or something like that? And these women, they said that he lived in an apartment complex somewhere in Utah. So I said, you mean to tell me y'all over here walking all day, knocking on doors for a nigga that lives in an apartment complex? And he has no security? Like, that makes no sense. And then the fact that y'all never seen him. Like, I was like, have y'all seen this? And nah. I like, okay, if y'all get all this money and stuff for this nigga, he can at least take a little fucking United States tour to all his damn Mormon churches and be like, hey, it's me, nigga, like, what's going on y'all at? You know? But he do that. So I don't know if they still Mormon after that conversation, but they everything I said. I'm sorry, ladies, but this makes no sense. And I was cooking at the time, so I'm like, chili? You want some chili? Marcus. Oh,
what?
I'm over Christian with baby.
Oh, she alright. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. It's alright.
I don't know how we got them in Mormons. Oh yeah, that's a cult. That's a cult too.
Yeah, the cult.
Yeah,
it was the Waco siege in 1993 by David Koresh or something like that. This cult this dude was doing is pretty much similar to what this dude doing now. And what's mind-boggling to me that we're in 2022 and people still falling for these type of cults. I can understand that it was like 1970s, 80s, or 90s, you know, because the generation back then was different. But now we have, you know, social media, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to understand that this is actually still happening, and then it's a group of black people. I think I saw a mixed couple in there as well. That people still follow for this type of stuff. It's just crazy, and oh my goodness, I couldn't bear to let anybody to do my woman just to achieve some higher power.
Yeah.
Like that's what this dude did in the Waco, Texas situation. And we watched they did a show about it, like a little, you know, docuseries about what happened. Man, this dude used to take not only to have sex but get them pregnant, and he'll name this dude's child after him. Like the dude, it was so messed up. Like the dude who was supposed to be like Jesus or whatever, David Koresh, he will come in their room with while they have the baby, and he'll walk in there like, oh man, baby got my eyes. Right in front of the husband. You know what I'm saying? The way ultimate disrespect, and gave the baby a name too. And so when he leaves, he'll go talk to the husband like, hey, we watching Lawnmower Man at 2:00. You want to come down now? Like, the dude don't feel some type of way. And here's the worst part. The husband can't have sex. Only he can.
Oh.
The dude, yeah, that's the thing about these cults. The husbands are not allowed to have sex with their wives, but the man who's claimed to be the higher power, like Jesus or something like that, only he can, because he's helping the husband to achieve their higher status of themselves. So he's the one that's taking the burden upon himself, like he's Jesus. That way they won't have to suffer for it, because he's trying to get them into heaven.
Exactly. I want you to make it. I want you to make it. So let me keep smashing these bitches, and I'll let you make it. I want you to go to heaven.
And it's like that's like the ultimate disrespect.
Bruh. But wait, but you know what that reminds me of? That TV show that Tyler Perry came out with. What's that show? It was like a cult.
Ruthless.
You said what?
Ruthless.
Yes, Ruthless.
Yeah.
Straight up like that. Straight up. Which that show was good. I can't lie. I need to go back to that show. Like my ex had got me on that show.
Good. I had stopped.
Anyway, let's get back. Not let's get back. Let's segue to the next topic and stuff. I told y'all about this topic earlier. Springs already knew about the topic before I even sent it to him. All right, so the topic that we want to talk about is that how you say her name is Corinne Steffens, Karen Steffens. Yeah, Supahead.
Hey, so, recent video?
Huh?
This her recently?
It's kind of recent because how I came into a video, I was watching somebody. He rants, by the way. I was on this YouTube. He was doing a live stream about her podcast. So it was say like a couple of days ago. And she dropped a new episode after that. But yeah, it's very recent. It's very recent.
Okay. I had just thought, I randomly thought about her like not too long ago. I was like, I wonder what Supahead up to.
Man,
bring that up.
Same stuff.
You would think about
confusion, bro. All I'm saying is, all I want to know is how.
Okay, so she has this podcast called Asking for a Friend. So she got her show and this other guy, like he's a DJ of the show, and they pretty much talks about relationships, sexual relationships.
He's simping.
Well, yeah. So, is this one part on there that I partially agree with, but then at the same time, it's like this is kind of hindering information, not just for women, but especially for males as well. And I'm gonna put the video in the podcast that way everybody can see.
Essential or stereotypical, like church marm kind of a girl. Like she's a good girl, right? Mm-hmm. Quote unquote, big air quotes on that. So let's say now his name is Sam. Sam gets the good girl. She hasn't been with anybody. She's waiting until a marriage. So he marries her. The problem is Sam has not been waiting. Sam has been, since high school, sowing his wild oats. Now he knows what he likes sexually. He's into some pretty freaky stuff. Okay? Sam likes all kinds of things. There's toys. He wants to be tied up. He likes to do things. He likes anal. He likes this. He likes that. His wife doesn't do that because she's a virgin upon marriage. This is the only penis she's ever seen, so she thinks it's amazing. But she doesn't know how to do any of the things he likes done. Okay? And they're all foreign to her. Yeah. So when he goes into like, oh, well, let's do anal. She's like, what? I was just a virgin 2 weeks ago before we got married. Now you want to do all kinds of things to my body. Like she's not there yet. So Sam's going to go out and get somebody who is there already, who can do all the things he likes. And he's into some wild things. Most people are into some pretty freaky shit. So now he's cheating on his wife. And now you have a problem. Because now you have a wife who you're married to, obviously. And then there's children. Then there's a house. And there's 50-50. And then there's a divorce court. And now you're losing everything you built. All because you didn't marry the kind of woman you should have married in the first place, which is a woman that's going to knock your socks off every day when you come home from work. Marry the slut.
Marry the slut.
Marry the slut.
That's a bar.
Because you're going to be having awesome sex at home all the time. You're going to get anal every night. You're going to get head every day. You'll be teabagging. You'll be on the chandelier. You'll be in the car, on the beach. You'll be, all kinds of shit's going to go down. There'll be friends coming. You don't know whatever kind of freak you need. Marry that person. So you don't have to go outside of your marriage for what you're into. If you're into multiple partners and polyamory, marry into that. Don't marry the church marm. Don't marry the virgin. But then you want non-virginal things to happen. That's not fair to her. And
okay. And both of y'all saw the video, I would say, right?
Yep.
Bro, I ain't have to see. When they said her name, I already knew what shit was coming with that.
Well, Springs, you go ahead. Springs, you go ahead and start first and tell us what's your thoughts about it, because apparently you have something to say.
Man, I got a lot to say about that one. One, who the fuck gave her time to talk about anything? Two, who the fuck even gave her room to even say anything about it? Three, what the fuck? Like, bro, How can you talk about anything about standards and morals? You don't even have none. You cannot go and then slut out and then turn around and try to be a woman of virtue and morals. No. And some people are like, well, she ain't talking about morals. The fact that she's talking about men and women, what men should do and what women should do, that's talking about somebody's morals because you feel like it should be like this, but the world is another way. See what I'm saying? And the thing is, it don't even matter if the dude married the slut or anything. The saying, you can't turn no horn to no housewife. So even if he married the slut, as she say, the slut is going to make the move on him because she's looking at him as money. She's not looking for him for love. Everybody know you can't trust these hoes. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, fuck, the fact that they even giving her room to even talk about why men doing this or why women do that, it's like, but who is you? Who are you to say? You done been out around all the playgrounds. You know what I'm saying? You've been around all of them.
But I mean, technically it's a podcast, so.
Yeah, but I get that, but you're misinforming the generation. So a lot of chicks are gonna think, well, and most people don't. This generation don't know her background. All they see is a black woman who's given the game, but the game is misconstrued. But people don't care about that because they care about gossip. Whether if it's right, whether if it's wrong. And she's giving out wrong type of information. And then she said in one of her podcast shows, like, if you don't got no 9 and no 10, like, you might as well be done. You can't please no more. It's like, first of all, that's from your standard. You're not every woman. Every woman may not even want that. Some women might have that and they realize that's not what they want. But for you to set that bar, because you set that bar up there, now you're gonna have women that's around your age, that's younger than you, who got degrees, who got kids. They're gonna be trying to reach that bar. For the ones that know you, now you're gonna have chicks looking around, walk right here. If he not a 9 or nothing, then first of all, pause on that. Y'all be trying to look for the buried treasure like Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider to find it? No. Heck no. And if you do find it, guarantee you're gonna be the next chick up. Cause he ain't most dudes like that. I doubt that they're gonna be stuck with only one chick. Most of them porn stars. So for you to say for the guy needs to marry the slut, what you're saying is, hey, dude, and look, I'm gonna say black man because she's black, okay? So we already know what audience he was speaking to, for the most part.
Yeah, you already know.
So you're saying, hey, what the woman of virtue, forget her, throw your morals to the side, come marry these slut buckets and everything, who I'm gonna marry today, and then they put me in a trick by tomorrow. Set me up, get me in a crossfire with Pookie and Ray Ray on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sly, did you speak your piece about it yet?
Nah, not yet. I was just listen to him, let him talk. Well, me personally, I'm a different type of nigga, man. I see it like this, and I love her as a black woman. I'm gonna just say that she a black woman, so I ain't disrespecting her by saying this. But she has some. I'm not gonna call her a slut, but she has some very promiscuous ways, and she wasn't very private about it. You know what I'm saying? So people know. So I feel it as if she's marketing for like sluts. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm a married man, so when dudes come to me and ask me about like, man, this is female, like, man, I'm liking her, woo to woo. I ask her straight up, like, is she fucking? Like, is she pleasing you in the bedroom? And if he say, yeah, okay, cool. Like, how often do y'all have sex? you know. And if they say, man, they don't, in a week span, if it's not on a daily basis, if she not fucking you on a daily basis, bro, just know when you get married, it's gonna slow down. When you have kids, it's gonna slow down. So you want to be with a female that actually likes sex. You know what I'm saying? So Corinne Stephens being a female, obviously she likes sex. You know, me personally, I'm not gonna slut shame her or anything about that because it's nothing. That's what a lot of people do. Like, I mean, and double standards is everything. That's just like, you know, that we kind of made it so that women feel shame for actually liking sex. You know what I'm saying? But true. Because men want women to like sex. It makes no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what she's saying is true, but it's not true. I'm not telling men to go out there and marry sluts because, and this is my definition of a slut, versus a promiscuous woman. A slut is a woman who she has multiple partners, she do whatever, but she don't have no morals about it. Like, you can call her at 3 a.m, she'll hop up, and it ain't just like her favorite dude. It's any dude. It's like, just like T.I. said in ATN said, man, your mama ain't never home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
never.
That's a slut. But a promiscuous woman, which I respect, like I respect the woman who, at the end of the day, what you did before me, it don't matter, bro. I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just me personally. So if you're a promiscuous woman, you came to me openly, which I'm gonna go deeper into that too, and said, man, look, hey, I like to fuck every day. You know, I like to get my myself licked on. You know, hey, is your baby around?
No, the baby in the room.
Okay, cool. You know, she like to get her pussy ate on a daily basis. You know, she like anal. You know what I'm saying? If we be transparent, you know, I think that'll help the relationship way better. But anyway, like don't marry a slut because she don't really have morals. But marry a woman that knows how to be a woman to a man and that likes to have sex. Like, you know, and she likes it. There's nothing wrong with a woman that like to have sex every day. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, people be like, man, I can't mess with no female that got multiple niggas. Trust me, all these women got multiple dudes, y'all.
Yeah, all these women got somebody on standby.
This 2002, man. They all got multiple dudes. You just gotta be the better nigga. Like, to be honest. Hey, for real, I'm gonna keep the bonus.
That's Bible.
So
that's Bible.
We all on that roster, nigga. We all on that combine. At the end of the day, it ain't nothing you can really do about it. You gotta give outstanding performance on what you do.
Exactly.
I mean, go ahead, Slut.
My bad. And going back to transparency, instead of telling people to marry sluts, to kind of market sluts, we should just be promoting people to like be transparent in the beginning. Like, tell people like, man, I like to be tied up. I like to be spanked. You know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be choked, whatever. So she'll know that. Or tell a dude, like, you know, I'm not really that sexually active. That way, that dude can say, okay, well, if he gonna try, he ain't. But you give people the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? You give people the opportunity to do whatever they gonna do, you know? Because that girl that don't like to have sex a lot, she need to get with a dude that's always busy, that's always working, that travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, the dude that work a regular 9 to 5, or he works a career where he's always home, where he can see his wife every day. He need to come home to a freak, bro. That you know, if she'll stay at home mom, everything taken care of, and she just ready for him, you know. But I don't know, bro. I've been with a slut, and you know, goddamn, it don't work out, bro. Like,
we all been with the sluts.
Yeah, we all have. It don't work. I don't care what you do, bro.
Yeah, it's not. It just don't. Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
No matter how much money you give them, no matter what you do, it's just like that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like a compulsion, bro. Like, she can't help but go chase dick. Like, It ain't even you, my guy. It's her. You know. So, you know, I say marry a woman with class that's a nice woman. Like she's nice. She's beautiful on the inside and the outside. You know, she caring. She know how to, you know, cook. She's nurturing, and you know, personally, I don't really too much care about like oral like that. Like if I get them, like, hey, you know, but you know, it's cool. Like I just never been that way, you know. So, but I say that to say, if you like a girl that do that, you need to really like say that shit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So she'll know, or you'll know. But I heard somebody arguing. I think we lost Spring. Anyway, I guess I'll just talk to myself. But anyway, so yeah,
What's up, America? Ken Jones here once again. I'm here just to let you know, if you want more, I have a thesaurus just for you. I have a YouTube channel called The Show About Whatever. I repeat, The Show About Whatever, where you can finally see me and my team engage with our amazing guests and finally see the reactions that you wanted to see. So, please, don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think about today's show. All it takes is 2 clicks, and it's motherfucking free. So go and do the damn thing. I will be watching you.
Like I said, like I get what she's saying. She's just bringing the realness to the forefront, and that's all cool.
Shit.
I'm not like for all our viewers and all our listeners, I'm not bashing Korean Stephanie. The woman do what she do. She on her grind. She about her money. You gotta respect that. She might have a dirty way of doing it, but you gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect the grind. You heard me? She just won. She just got the better hand than most guys that try to play her. That's just what's up. You just got a woman that know how to outplay the game better than most guys. But now, for me, I'm just like, but you're not in the game anymore. You're not in that realm anymore.
I wonder if she got married.
You said what?
I wonder if she got married. I'm gonna cut you off.
I'm not too sure. I don't want to say yep. I don't want to say no. So I'm just saying inconclusive for me for now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. You know, but what I do know is it's just that like. Not saying that people can't do a podcast and have a podcast. Yes, because you have the freedom of speech. Yes, you have the freedom to do that. Yes, podcast is open to everyone who feel like they got something to say. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But what you're saying...
I'm married, bro.
See, that's another nail to the coffin that don't need to be there. So what I'm saying, like, remind you, yes, you're giving people the business. You're giving them the game. Hey, this what most dudes be trying to do. Oh, this what women be looking for.
Hold on, wait. Married to Columbus Short.
What?
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you. My bad.
No, you good. But it's just like, I'm like, you're pretty much promoting. Well, not promoting. She's kind of like pulling the blanket off. You know, what people are trying to cover up behind it. She's putting the blanket off. I give her that. But it's only from your standpoint, though. You see what I'm saying? And it's not nothing that's like, it's not a practice. Like if this was a lab and we did like an experiment or something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it is, but it isn't in a way. because you're only seeing what some dudes or you feel like all dudes are going to do, but it's only from your standpoint. That's only because you put yourself in those situations, in those circumstances at that point in time. That's why that happened like he did.
I feel you.
I just feel like, everybody, some people, I just feel like, hey, everybody don't need to have a podcast. Everybody don't need to be like you can talk amongst your friends. That's cool, because everybody in the world does that. Everyone, even the people who don't really have friends, still do that. But with the angle she's coming from, that can be misconstrued. And some women would believe that. And someone would take that angle or take that road, and I find out that it was nothing like that. Guys too. Oh well, yeah, I'm gonna do what she said because she got bodies. You know, so I'm gonna go do what she said, and then it end up don't being that, and they end up screwing out themselves. Have a woman who was gonna be there for them and stuff.
Cause man, you screwed out a female that was there for you for a slut, bro. And then like she smashing your brothers and your homeboys and embarrassing you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like sluts ain't got no morals, bro. But like. But like I said though, like, hey, ladies, be honest with dudes in the beginning. Like, hey, I like to have sex. I like this type, Hey, if you're not doing it right, teach him. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, this is what I like. Woo, she not doing the right, teach her. But if y'all ain't compatible sexually, man, then it ain't gonna work. But fellas, don't marry a slut. Just marry a woman that likes to have sex with you, like that desires you. Yeah.
But man, but you know the saying, right? Man, say trying to find it is like trying to find a haystack with your eyes closed. I ain't saying you ain't gonna find it, but shoot, some dudes like I'm gonna just go for the latter. I'm just go what's convenient, what's around, and then we as guys will do that, and then the one that we actually wanted pops up, but we already locked down with the convenient. Right over here, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I knew I should have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be like that, man. I get what she's saying. She's just giving the rest. She's just taking the veil off. And that's understandable. It's just like, but you're being very dangerous with the information that you're throwing out there.
Hey, baby.
Look at that.
Man, I remember them days, man. I be having baby fever, man. I be wanting another baby sometimes.
Oh, man, I do that with all my three children over here. My niece and my nephews. I remember doing all of that.
Yeah, you good.
All right, what I missed?
Not nothing.
Not a lot, I was basically just saying, transparency, men should marry women who like sex a lot with them, that's really about it, bro.
Okay, well, let me speak my piece, and let me try to bring it home. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that what y'all have said is pretty much the same thing I'm about to say. Me and Sly said this before we had started the show to go over this topic. I would say the information that she is displaying is partially correct, like Sly said, but it's kind of inaccurate because you're saying that from a woman's perspective, which I want to say that it's kind of not wrong, but then at the same time, we're men here, so we kind of know we kind of know what we've been into and what we want. And for the course of my life, and I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel can agree with me when I say this, ain't nobody looking for no virgins, man. Not when we come fresh out of fresh out of high school going into college. Ain't nobody looking for no virgin, man. I'm sorry, because it's cool. Don't get me wrong, and you just happen to be like that lucky guy, just happen to fall in love with that high school sweetheart. You know that type of virgin stuff starts in high school, man. And when you get to college, all that stuff gets thrown out the door. And from my experience, usually it's the women that looks for the men to be virgins because they want to be the first ones to tackle that head on to attack the male virgin. So, and I know Springs can say this because we have a friend that just happened to be a virgin, but we was in college together, and women were lining up to try to hop on that because they want to be the first ones. Am I lying, Springs? We're not gonna say his name, but we knew somebody that was a virgin, and women was try to tackle that. So I wouldn't say that overall that it's just men. It's also women as well too. I hate to be that guy like, well, if women do it, then men do it too. If men do it, then women do the same things well too. Well, I ain't trying to be that guy, but I'm just saying this I've experienced. Okay, so another thing too. Yes, that does happen when a man falls in love with this woman that happens to be a virgin, a wholesome girl, whatever, and just like Sly said, even through time, that sexual activity does decrease over time. I mean, it's also people out there that in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s still trying to make it pop like it's nothing. Like they're 21 years old as well, too. Right. Especially the older women. That I used to talk to back. Yeah, that I used to talk to back in the day. These women in their 40s.
Oh my God.
Boy. They had like they promoting that damn Extends commercial, boy. Like you even know that commercial Extends. Like they had like they on that pill bad. But anyway, that does happen though. Men does tend to find a side chick because that sexual activity has declined or wasn't there in the first place, and that does happen to most relationships. That if your partner is not doing it, then you're gonna find somebody else that will. But that has nothing to do with somebody just being a virgin. It starts with communication from your partner at first.
Yeah.
And then if you know that you're dating a female that chooses to be a virgin until marriage, you gotta know what you're signing up for. And then that doesn't really fall on the partner that choose to stay that way. It falls on you, and then you out there making the commitment to do it with somebody else because that is missing. Yes, that is your fault, and that's not fair for your partner as well because you decide to play that part because you say you love that person, and honestly, they still do love that person. I mean, we do fall in love with that person because they are wholesome, they sweet, they take care of the house, they take care of your kids, they do what they're supposed to do in a relationship. But apparently the temptation just tends to be something else. Now, to marry the slut because the slut is taking care of what you want. Let me tell you something about marrying the slut. That never tends to work out. It doesn't really because it's something called the 80-20 rule. Mm-hmm. That 80% of what your partner does and the 20% that's missing out. What you want is the 80%.
Right.
If you go out and you fall for the 20% because that's the 20% that's missing out of your relationship, and then all of these qualities that you look for the woman that you marry is not being with the one that fulfills your sexual activities, now it's a problem. So, oh, bless you, babe. You okay? Oh, Lord.
You know what? You saying that it remind me of something I forgot. Whenever you marry,
I got it off of that Tyler Perry movie. Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah,
and it makes a lot of sense because that's what happened to the bald-headed dude that.
Oh yeah.
That he did eventually marry that girl. Not only he was sleeping with that girl on the side, but they end up getting married or whatever, and now he's complaining like, man, how your wife doing? Oh man, she don't clean, she don't cook, she just don't. She just don't. That's the way he said it. He said, man, she just don't. Okay. Oh, she know how to spend that money. Ooh, quality, quality, you know. And so that's what I'm saying.
You got it.
And so this is what I'm saying. Men and women, especially the women, because this is coming from a female's point of view. Don't listen to that part. Don't listen to that part.
Put that on mute.
No, because ain't no man out there that's looking for no virgins.
No.
What happened in the beginning of that, they were looking for love, they found it, and the other part of the relationship got a misunderstanding. Only way for that to really happen, both sides have to be virgins, and that's it. But a man that's experienced and they fall in love with somebody that's a virgin, that's really even possible that happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So please, take it from us, grown men with experience, a lot of experience. Ain't nobody looking for no virgins like that.
Yeah.
And men don't, just because that woman is satisfying your sexual needs and sexual activities, do not marry her. Now, unless there's a emotional everything okay?
I think my son's still up and he know his ass. And then he got a nerve to turn the TV up, bro. He got me.
His son low key like, shoot, my daddy ended up doing a podcast. Let me turn the TV on.
Right, let me go. Look, he ain't gonna hit me.
Yeah, he ain't gonna hit me.
I agree.
Yeah, he ain't gonna hit me. But
yeah, man. That's why I'm saying that. It's just like,
no, man, the 80-20 rule is very true, bro. It's very true, and that happens to a lot of couples, and not just men, but women as well too. Because women, you know, their husband has a busy schedule, and they not getting that attachment, that intimacy that they want, and so they end up doing the same thing as well too. I mean, It happens on both sides. And
y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Who?
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit good. But
who in it?
Some people that went to Alabama and them, and they older, they black people, they real estate. It's real good. I ain't gonna lie, it's like 4 seasons. But it's a lady on there. She was married. Her husband was previously married to other people. But she was talking about how she married a dude who really loved and adored her, but she really married the next dude that she married to right now for money. Like, because, you know, for security. You can tell she really wish she had her first husband back, bro. From the way she was saying that shit. And, you know, I think a lot of women, they marry for security. And I get it. Like, I get it. You wanna be secure, cool. But sometimes that's not the best way to go. But going back to what she was saying, Supahead was saying, Corinne Stephens was saying,
her name is Elizabeth on that show. That Corinne Stephens is just another porn name.
Oh, damn. We don't know who she is.
Well, no, because what happens is porn stars do that. Like, they'll have a first and a last name and still a nickname. Like, they'll have a pseudonym and a nickname at the same time. So
I feel that.
That's just the way it is, because they don't want to get looked up unless it's a social media platform, and that's different. But they don't want to be looked up like identity theft wise, or somebody try to find out where they live at type stuff. But they're not gonna put their real name on a house. I mean, they're not gonna put their porn name on a house. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, that makes sense. But like, that's why going back to what she was saying is like, it's okay if you're not sexually active like that, and you meet a dude, you communicate that with a dude and just be willing to try.
Right.
And be open to whatever, like, you know, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But, you know, I think a lot of women too, I don't know about men, because I never heard of a man faking. You know, man, we don't been in a situation where you gotta fake it. You gotta get up out of it. Like, you know,
you gotta get up out of that situation.
You're like, oh yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? But you normally hear a woman faking it. But also, a lot of women will have sex with a dude knowing they don't want to have sex and it's uncomfortable for them. And they don't say nothing, you know. And a lot of dudes, I ain't gonna lie, like, see, me personally, bro, I know you can feel when a female don't want you in her, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's so hard to.
Yeah.
It's so hard to concentrate. It's so hard to do it, especially when they're quiet. Ain't no moaning and stuff going on. It's like
no energy. No, it's not.
I don't
think
like
going. The energy not received back and forth. Yeah, right. Woo.
Yeah, I ain't just saying like that.
I had a few stomps.
You can feel it in her body language, like not even just like the concentration while, like, you can. When you had said like it's hard to get in her, like it's like her body rejects you. You feel that as a man. So.
Oh yeah, I've been pushed out. I've been pushed out a few times. But I had,
Yeah, so you should know as a man to like just fall back. But a lot of dudes are fucked up. They kind of selfish on some shit. They know that she don't really want him in her, but they'll still try to do it, bro. But for a female, y'all gotta kind of like not be afraid to say, you know what, this is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Because that does happen. It's like, because that's what I'm saying. All it takes is communication with your partner. No matter how uncomfortable that it can be, but then at the same time, it's like, it's gonna get worse. So you just keep letting it happen. You know,
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna get worse. We keep letting it happen. You know.
So that's what I'm saying on what she's saying. That's partially true, but overall,
she wrong.
In that conversation, there's communication that both these partners both have to say.
At first, not a man. So yeah.
And like I said, I've been there. I've been there before. I've been in a situation where, like one prime example, I was dating this girl in college at Springsville. This girl, it was 2011, my sophomore year. Now me and this girl, like, yeah, we was doing it. Okay, we were definitely doing it. But come to find out that she's a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't realize she was a Jehovah's Witness like around that time. And I really didn't know much. I really didn't know much about it then until the summertime had came through. And then when the summertime came through, she was with a mom, and you know, everybody went back home basically. Fuck it. Everybody went back home. And when she was gone, she got a little bit more deeper in her religion, with Jehovah's Witness, because you know that's what family is. And I went to summer school, and she came and visited me, and like I said, I was really in love with this girl. You know, I was willing to. I thought we were gonna go the distance, to be honest with you. Yeah, because this was like my first longest relationship that I've been in. And so she came to me one day after watching the movies. She came in sad and crying. And she said, well, we can't have sex anymore because in order for us to have sex, like, I have to get married first. And I have to be in their religion as well, too. And so I was like, okay, I mean, because I love this girl. I was like, okay, that's fine, we can make it work, because like I said, I was just willing to go the distance. It's like, fine, we're gonna make it work. But she done got so deep. She tried to convert me into Jehovah's Witness and just drop everything that I was doing, and it just went downhill after that. Yeah, it went downhill after that. But like I said, you know,
but that much did. That's all that was. That's a good.
Man, she said, I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt too. Man, she said I would have to drop criminal justice. I had to stop doing martial arts because they don't believe in hurting people.
Hey, because you know me, when I don't call my phone, bro, I had a question. I'm like, so y'all don't believe in carrying guns?
Nope.
They don't believe in none of that.
Nope.
I had to just tell them, like, look, sir, no disrespect to what you have going on, you know. But if some stuff go down and I'm in Jehovah's Witness, I'm going to have my gun. So I'm in trouble with y'all niggas because y'all going to thank me. You were like, man, I'm glad I had that gun when that mass shooter came out of nowhere. That shit, because it sound bad, but God is not going to be here when that mass shooter shoots. God put people on this earth to create guns so that you can use them. Just like on Pursuit of Happiness, you're like, God, why you help me? You're like, I such a thing, you dummy. So I'm gonna keep.
I mean, when God gives you the sword, it could be interpreted in many different ways. So, and like, don't get me wrong, them people in the Bible, they had defended themselves too. You know, they were fighting. Wars, man. But that's.
There ain't somebody in the Bible that got a gun pulled out on them, and God just said, or Jesus just said, all right. Now what happened was, God said, come on, my friend, come on, just come on over here, man. Look, there's Martin, Malcolm, look, everybody's here. Look, right now. Shit, bring him back. He a funny ass nigga.
Hey, you never know. It's probably like one hood nigga that probably had that one divine intervention when they said like, man, Jesus will pop out. I know, like, brother, don't do it. Right, man, I was about to put that iron on. You know what I'm saying? I was about to hit him with that iron, but you know, Jesus will pop up. He said, hey, wait a minute, brother. They go Malcolm. They go, hey, don't do this.
Hey, but you know what? It's a dude. It's a rapper named Lil Baby Soldier. He actually had in his verse. He said, "I remember that day, old boy, I finna kill him. So I heard a voice in my head saying, forgive him, Lord, I need help." Hey, the song actually sound better than that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like Rick Ross, I like that one line he just said. He said, God forgives. I don't. But I don't.
I was like,
or was that other song that I really liked? Damn, what's his name? Toby. Try Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
Cause I throw hands.
Hey, no. This ain't got nothing to do with music, but this has a lot to do with Jesus. So
preach on, brother.
Well, I ain't gonna preach. But it was this older woman. Her name was Miss Johnson, man. I was doing wholesaling. I was wholesaling real estate in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her. She had a property, so we go by the property. She had a tenant that wasn't paying her rent. So that's why she wanted to come to me to basically get the property sold to somebody else. So the lady come to the door and she was like, she said, she said, man, I've been calling you about my rent, whoop de whoop. And the lady had said, well, dang, Miss Johnson, I thought you was a woman of God. She said, let me tell you something, bitch. God ain't got shit to do with my money. And bro, the sweetest old lady, bro. So when she said, I'm like, Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson, no.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry, baby.
Man,
hit you with that sorry baby quick. We like,
yeah, I was like, bro, it jumped out of me, baby.
She apologized. She said, "Come on." She said, "Come on in the house, baby. Go and check the house. Go take your pictures."
Come on in the house. Don't worry about that. Come on in the house. Ooh, this is another great segue. Has anybody seen that video when Mike Tyson punched that dude in the airplane multiple times?
I did it.
Oh, I saw it. Oh my God, bro.
Oh my God. Son of a bitch.
That's another one. This is another segue when Try Jesus but not me. So Sly, you ain't seen it?
I'm about to pull it up and see.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the podcast. All right, so basically in this video, Mike Tyson is in the airplane and he's just chilling, and you got this one crazy fan that just bothered Mike Tyson, you know, talking about him as a dude that's sitting on the next aisle on the right. You know, he's recording him and recording his reaction that like, dude, that's Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? And I think somebody had said something, and the dude that's messing with Mike Tyson, he's sitting behind Mike Tyson, by the way, too. The dude was saying like, oh man, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't like that no more. And then I would say a couple of seconds, 5 minutes later, Mike Tyson turned around and started yamming. Yeah, it's last he started yamming his head like just going off on the top of his head.
Yeah, buddy, bobbing him.
Yeah.
But
see,
that's what happens when you keep fucking and lying. What they tell you?
Look at his face.
Yeah, it's swole. It's swole. Yeah, it's swole.
Oh damn, it's gone. He about to boo-boo cry, man.
Bruh.
See, I thought he was making a face. But now, dude, literally, like he looked messed up. He looked all kind of jacked up. I don't know what people will get in their minds, regardless of how peaceful he is.
If he drunk,
you're not gonna mess with, because Mike Tyson still got that beast in him. He still got that warrior spirit, and he's really on the itch to snap a nigga neck off.
So it gotta be drugs and alcohol, bro, for people to think you could just do that. Like, come on, bro.
No, people just really that dumb, to be honest with you. People can be really that dumb.
That's Mike Tyson.
On that ass, that dude on that ass, he was tripping.
That's Mike Tyson.
Cause it's Mike Tyson. Like, dude, Mike Tyson name still strike fear in people. Like,
yeah, boy, man, he still put the fear in God in Roy Jones Jr. in that one charity fight they did last year.
Boy,
Roy Jones Jr. He won.
Y'all not talking about me. I'm the one that got beat up out here. I'm the one, you know, I was worried about me. That was like, they talked to Roy. They was like, Roy, how did you feel about going up against Mike Tyson? How did you feel? Like, literally, like, they like, forget Mike Tyson.
Roy Jones, Uncle Roy, like, shit, boy, I barely made it.
I barely got
He didn't want to say it. He didn't want to say it, but that's how he felt. That's how he felt.
Man.
And I don't know if y'all have seen it, but how much do y'all know about that Johnny Depp trial?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You be saying a lot of shit.
Me?
Like, no,
you be saying a lot of shit. I didn't know Johnny Depp was on trial. What he did?
I heard about it.
Man, so Johnny Depp.
I can't away from the world though, so.
Yeah, well, for Johnny Depp, I came across this yesterday, by the way. Because I was watching the baby in the morning before I took it to the grandparents. I came across YouTube, and this is all on YouTube and social media. Johnny Depp's got his ex-wife on trial, Amber Heard, is a defamation trial because Amber Heard had put out all these allegations in social media that he's abusive, you know, he's a bad husband, all that jive. And all this information that she done put out cost his career. Like he's Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, but Disney let him go because of what she said. And she said all this stuff before it even went on trial. So Johnny Depp is putting her on trial for false information defamation, by the way. And man, like I said, Johnny Depp, he drinks a lot, but he got her ass on audio, video. This girl done shit in his bed, or somebody done shitted in this dude's bed. And Johnny Depp going through it, and that girl, man, it just really shows that the downside of when a woman says something about a man, what he did, is an immediate downfall on his career. Yep. And the man barely has anything to say to defend it for himself. Like I said, the dude already lost his job before he even get a word out.
Right.
And so now they were like, if Disney offer you $300 million to come back and work for them, would you do it? Say, oh no, hell no, because they already let me go before I even say anything.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get that 301. I ain't gonna lie, that 301. Get down like shit. So
had an extra meal on the 300.
Right.
Yeah, for real though. Is that an apology? All right. I
don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of like with Johnny Depp, like, cause once you done already hurt me, cause now I see what kind of company I'm working with. And so if something were to happen next time, what else is gonna be next?
I feel that, but this is why I said, because if you Johnny Depp and you worried that you got fired, that means you ain't do right with your fucking bread. So you need to go back.
But he wasn't worried. He wasn't really worried about it.
Oh well.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. He's not, like I said, if Disney, because they asked him if Disney were to offer you money to come back, would you do it? And Johnny Depp said, no, I'm good.
But that's what I'm saying though, like with the defamation of character, it's like, okay, if he really had like bread, well, rich people call it fuck you money. If he really had fuck you money, he'd be like, all right, bitch, you can say whatever you want. It's all good. I'm on the island with the wood, and I still I'm making hella money. Like, I really, you know what? If my phone, it's in the ocean now, I'm good, But he obviously don't have that, so there's something wrong down the line. Well,
that's true. That's true too. But I don't know. If this is that
was the wrong woman first. That was the first thing that he doing wrong down the line, and then he didn't do right. What you saying, my bad?
Yeah, that's true. But it's kind of like you really don't know the person who they are through time. No. You could be with somebody for like 20, 30 years, and we have people that said that had examples of this. I mean, even my parents and stuff, they've been together for like since high school, and then they true character comes out through like after 30 years, or a certain thing has happened, and it's just like one of those things that you wish you knew, but you can't really know. Only time would tell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really hate that for him, and for a guy to try to stand up for himself, like, this is my job at the end of the day. I mean, I love acting.
Yeah.
And you fucking up my career. you fucking up my brain. You fucking it up. You fucking up my income, bitch. Yeah, you fucking it up.
I feel that. I do feel that. I didn't think of it that way, like, I wasn't going
anyway.
Like, with Ocho, like, he had, but, old girl, but it was messed up. It was messed up, it was wrong. But, like, if I was in his shoes, I'm just like, damn, I fucked up with that, and I can't play ball no more. Because his career after that. It wasn't that he couldn't play anymore. It was that he was sorry. He did that, and it ruined his career.
Right.
So he didn't try to go to the CFL because he didn't have any bread. He was going because he just really wanted to keep playing, but it was over for him after that, bro. Made a mistake.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, but what you said, though, you got to make sure that your chickens are straight. Yeah, make sure your chick is in line. That's what Marshawn Lynch said.
Yeah,
take care of your family, take care of your mental, and take care of your chickens, bro. Because you never know. You never know. That one may try to take you down here. You never know.
And it don't. And in the world we live in, it don't take much either. It don't take much.
Especially with social media.
Boy, you ain't gotta be there. I was at my house. I was at your house. Take them down. You know what I'm saying? Like go to an email. All your funds have been transferred.
Bro, it's just like I said, it's just days just happen so fast. And don't be in sports, man, because you could be in the middle of a basketball game, and the announcer or the sportscaster can mention your trade, like, yeah, he just got traded. He's going to the Pacers. And you sitting there, you don't even know you got traded. You just sitting there enjoying the game. You done had a good game too. You done dropped 30, 40 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Yeah. You gonna be on the next clip player of the week, all kind of stuff. And next thing you know, you go to the locker room. Hey man, enjoy your time in Indiana, bro. What you mean? What? What you mean I'm going? Oh, yeah. What you talking about? Never mind. Nah, what you talking about? Hey, coach, I got traded.
Oh yeah, we traded you Monday. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks ago, we should let you play it out.
But how the information happens, it happens at that moment. Like the trade had been announced and everything on that game. It was one of those basketball players in the NBA that he was sitting down just watching the game. He got traded during the game and he didn't even know it.
It's messed up.
Hey, speaking of that, that's what happened with the Browns quarterback. Baker Mayfield, bruh.
Hey.
Anyways, no time. They got Baker up out of there, man. And he was kind of hurt about it, you know. But they was like, oh, time to get up out of here. We need some new blood. You know what I'm saying? We need some, get him out of here. Even though he has changed the Browns system to be better, because it was not good. He did come in, like, brought it up out of the darkness, like out of the woodworks, you know what I'm saying? But they got rid of him, you know what I'm saying? And he was kind of hurt by it. He was like, yeah, man. But it happens all the time with the black guys, because it happens a lot with black players. Prime example, the cheetah is now going to be a dolphin, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, no time doing that. But he went where the money went. I mean the Chiefs did just give, like, you know, Mahomes $50 million, $30 million guaranteed for 10 years. I mean, and then you got like the number one receiver in the NFL playing with almost the number one quarterback in the world. Come on, they got it the most. But he went to the Dolphins. I'm like, ooh. Hopefully, Tua is on his grits and biscuits this year. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Dolphins ain't gonna do shit. They still gonna be the Dolphins, bro. You know, but with Tariq, see, he's not like the highest paid receiver. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing that the Chiefs can really do. They may have wanted him bad to stay, but when a nigga want his bread and when he's owed his bread, he deserves his bread. It's nothing they can do, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a part of that business. But the Dolphins ain't about to do shit. I never believed in Tua, like, as like somebody in the NFL that's come in, be just that guy.
I think Tua just playing for numbers, because I mean he got Tyreek, but I'm like, but Tyreek ain't no Debo Samuel though, man.
Debo,
like, he said what?
Debo, that's my guy, bro.
Yeah, like he ain't no, like he could, he probably could in certain moments, But Debo been like that for the past 4 seasons with the 49ers, bro. He's like, oh, you want to run? Oh, I'll run the ball. Boom. Oh, I'll do kick return. Oh, yeah. Say, I'll throw the ball to what's his name after I scored. Oh, yeah. I'll run past him for 30 yards. Like, he, the dude's, his name, it should be Debo Madden Samuel, for real. It should be Debo Madden Samuel, like, for real. Because that nigga's like Madden, bro. You can put him in real talk, even in Madden, you can put him anywhere. And it's like, why? Like, why? Yeah. Like, when we played them, oh my God, it was like, why is he like this? He literally, come on, y'all. Get on my back. We about to cross and dot our eyes on the Cowboys. And that's literally what he did.
He cold, man.
Yeah.
Oh my guys.
He said what?
I don't know what he said.
What's up, bro?
Anyway, I think this concludes our show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because this thing right here, the creator, the highlight reel on the show. You ain't noticed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
See you later, baby girl.
This is the show with no name. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and comment. Let us know what y'all thoughts and your opinions on what we said. And yeah, just keep doing the likes and letting the people know that you're doing a hard, outstanding job out here. Bringing the knowledge and the advice to all the men and women out there and trying to make a difference one day at a time. This is Sly, Free Game Basden, the other co-host, Elvon Springs, and this is Sidley Estelle Jones.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night. Peace.
Godspeed.
Peace.